enjoyed that one a lot. Anyway, Volkswagen, they've come up with a one-off racing car, all-electric, all-wheel drive. It's called the IDR. I've got a picture of it here. Now, what interests me about it is that there's a claim that it generates so much cornering force, it can cause the driver to black out.
Is that a good idea? A car that renders its driver unconscious?
Well, I mean, I just don't believe it. I know Kimi Raikkonen goes unconscious, but that's normally after the race in the hotel bar.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yes, it is.
That is Kimi's problem.
Well, the other problem with that is it's not lateral G that makes you go unconscious, is it? That's G from side to side. That's
Exactly.
not really
Lateral G is what you get in a car, and it's where the blood goes from this, you know, side to, and it can only got that, and I'm wide, but it only goes that far.
Yeah, exactly.
So in your head, you've got one bit, yes, it's a bit drowsy and blackouty, but the other side of your head, when you're going around a corner, is really alert, because it's full of blood.
No, it's more interesting than that, because different sides of your head do different things, don't they? So go that way, and you'd be like, I want to be really precise and do science. Go this way, you'd be all creative. I just want to paint. Algebra. I just want to sing.
You know when motor racing commentators always talk about that car's got 5G going through that corner, you think this means 5 lateral G.
Yes, exactly.
It's not the same 5G you get in a fighter plane when you've got the blood's going effectively from the top of your head down to the bottom of your feet, which is a very long way. So your head empties, and that's when you do black out.
Yes, exactly. And it used to be alleged that Douglas Bader could pull tighter turns in his Hurricane than other pilots because he didn't have any legs, so the blood couldn't go into them. It stayed in his body.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently so.
Didn't that mean he'd just get a big stiffy?
Well...
Because all his... It's science! That is medical science!
Right.
All his blood went there.
He did. He used to be known during the Battle of Britain as Douglas Boner. His grand...
My joystick's broken. Oh, I've got the wrong one.
Oh, I love a dogfight. We move on. Now, you might be wondering why we haven't featured the Rolls-Royce Cullinan, their new sort of super luxury SUV, on this series. And that's because Rolls-Royce did express some reservations about lending us one because they said they were worried we might say it was ugly.
Why would they think that?
Because they've seen it.
You actually got a picture of the Cullinan here. There it is.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, sorry.
Yes. It's a very interesting car, for sure, and I don't doubt that it's exquisite to drive and to sit in.
But it is disgusting to look at, isn't it? That's the main thing.
I've been thinking about this, OK? You might want to drive one, you might want to own one, but at some point you're going to have to come out of your house and walk up to it and you're going to see it. So I was wondering, could you dig a tunnel, if you had one, from your cellar, and then that emerges underneath it?
Then you wouldn't have to look at it.
Exactly.
No, wait, you'd have to cut a hole in the bottom of your Rolls-Royce to get in, and nobody's going to do that.
Well, what if you fitted the Cullinan with, you know that magic glass that is clear when you look through it at right angles, but if you look through it at any other angle, it's sort of frosted, so you can't...
That won't work.
How do you know?
Because I've got that, and I genuinely have got that in the bathroom in my flat in London.
Right.
Now, for 6 years, I've been taking showers by the window, cleaning my gentleman's area very thoroughly, and sometimes quite quickly.
OK.
And... I wish you were making this up. The floor is 6 stories down, the pavement. You go, well, I can't see that, so nobody down there can see me. But a friend came round the other day and said, you know, you can be seen from the street and you're
Oh,
in the...
my God.
Seriously.
But you can't see out when you're in the shower?
No, exactly, I said.
Well, the builder put the glass in the wrong way round, didn't he?
He must have done.
Yeah, I think that builder saw you coming. I think the only answer for Rolls-Royce...
Hold on. I just heard... Is there a phone in there?
No, you had a stroke. Again.
I'm sure I heard a phone. Wait a minute. No,
School alarm, I'm sorry.
Was it you?
It's my school alarm, I'm sorry.
Your what alarm?
My school alarm to pick my kids up from school.
Oh, well, you're a terrible parent! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the art of great parenting.
I was going to say, we're going to call the NSPCC on you. How old are your children?
11.
Oh, for God's sake!
She still hasn't moved.
11,
Oh, they'll be
9,
fine.
8 and
I wasn't that interested. We've established they're not in their 30s, is what I was trying to say.
Meanwhile...
Yes.
I don't think that one-way glass that isn't one-way is going to work. So I think, really, Rolls-Royce's only hope with that new car is they're going to have to hope they can find a lot of very rich people with absolutely no taste. That's the only chance they got.
Well, where are they going to find people like that, I wonder?
Well, there's Cheshire.
Yeah.
Dubai.
Solihull, Monaco, Moscow.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
They're going to sell millions of them.
Yeah,
Massive hit.
Now, there's a man in Nottingham. He's building a house and he's told the planners that outside the big empty area is actually a landing pad for a self-driving electric flying car.
Yeah, that sounds like what he's built as a helicopter landing pad.
Yes, it does. It does sound very like that.
Yeah, unless he's planning to land there in this, the new Aston Martin flying car. Looks very
No,
cool.
No, Hammond, that's not a flying car. That's just a drawing of something that'll never happen. It won't.
No, it won't, but somebody has actually made a real flying car, and I've got a picture of that. That is...
That's practical.
Pretty dreary, actually, isn't it?
Well, the fact is that you can't drive that on the road, because if you took it into town and someone dinged the bottom of the folded-away wing, you couldn't fly it then. Nobody flies in a bent aeroplane.
No, exactly. And when are people going to get it into their heads that a flying car is an aeroplane? Because if your car flies, why the bloody hell would you drive anywhere? I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
Or worse, you're driving that, not feeling at all self-conscious around the M25. You hear that there's a bit of a traffic jam ahead, so you think, right, I'll lower the wings, build up to a takeoff speed of, what, 120, 150. The police are going to go, what the bloody hell are you doing?
Yeah, they're going to have a word.
They are
And
gonna have a
anyway, you'd need to get a pilot's licence to operate that, and that takes months, and people...
And then you'd have to learn to talk that gobbledygook, you two.
No, you'd have to learn to communicate in the air with... You have
Yes,
to
I
do
know, but you two don't talk English when you get up in there.
No, there's a language that's so you can pass information quickly and
What do
clearly.
you know an alphabet for?
you say-
Obviously, did you come through the alpha vector on the 3 approach to 4 LH? Cool. I had to get on the tower
It's
and
about
say I was...
controlled
I'll say
airspace.
I was mug, paper, picture, Oscar. Why do you have to have a word for a letter?
So you know what the letter is because a P and a B on a crackly radio sound the same.
Is that why you call him a bunt all the time?
Yes.
That's exactly why, so that it's clear. Now, there is a new report which says the Scottish are the best drivers in the world.
And if you think about it, they've got Jim Clark, Jackie Stewart, David Coulthard, Frank Kitty, Alan McNish... What?
No, not best in that way. They mean the safest drivers in the world. That's what they mean.
Well, the safest drivers aren't the best drivers.
Well, they sort of are.
No, they aren't. No, because if that were true, if you think about it, then I would be a better driver than Jackie Stewart because I've had fewer crashes.
Yes,
but I'm not better, am I?
No, you're emphatically not.
Exactly.
But what they're saying is that actually it's 51% of Scottish drivers have never been in an accident. 51%.
That's not that good, though. That means that 49% of Scottish people have been in an accident. That's nearly half of them.
Well...
No, but it's never is the big word, though, isn't it? I mean, never... Who here's never had an accident? It's quite... Never? But how long have you been driving?
1 month.
Oh, well done. You're doing well. Keep it up. Keep going.
Right, that's better than you did.
That's quite a record. I'd love
I
to.
did 36 hours before I was off the road with no wheels on the car. They would drop that. Yeah, well, that hasn't worked out quite as well as I'd hoped. That is the end of Conversation Street.